And hi there. Oh my. Yeah, I'm feeling quite chill today, I have to say. Quite relaxed and whatnot. It's not going to be a riddle stream, etc. So hopefully, if nothing else, we can at least just have a nice chill time, and stream and everything and hang out with friends. Does that sound about like a good idea, you two?
Sounds great.
I love it.
And I know, Anna, that you do have to leave in a little bit, huh? Because you've got things going on.
Yeah, we're cat sitting this weekend, and I think the kitty cat is going to be dropped off
Ooh,
with
yeah.
their owner around 4:15.
So is this, have you done this before, or is it a first?
No, this is for my husband's coworker. So I have not met this cat, but apparently it's a very snuggly cat. So I'm excited.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
So hopefully I'll get to like cuddle a little cat. We'll see.
Oh yeah, totally. You can make it a priority, even, I'm sure. Maybe we could do introductions, starting with you, Grayson, as you're kind of on point right now.
Sure. What do you do, everybody? My name is Grayson Wilde, and I write with pride. I like diving into fantasies and warm bugs of coffee. What's good, John? I'm going to be working on my urban fantasy today, The Druid's Oath, so I'm excited for that.
Ooh.
How
Awesome.
far along are you in the process? Like, what phase are you at?
This is the first draft. I was actually about 6,000 to 7,000 words into it, but I did the major no-no of deleting stuff, so now I'm at the beginning again.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Well, that's exciting. First draft is exciting.
Oh yeah, it totally is. You're really just looking forward, and it's all promising and exciting and everything.
Yeah.
And then you will get to the editing later, where you're fretting over every little word, but all in due time.
Oh yeah.
Cool though.
Cool. Well, hey everybody, my name is Anna Robbins. I'm also a fantasy writer who sometimes makes videos. But today I'm not writing, I'm doing a poetry project this month where I'm trying to read a different poet every week. So this week I'm reading Maya Angelou, loving it. So I will be reading that today.
I'd like to see that in a bit more detail.
My edition?
Yeah, if you don't mind. Ooh.
Oh yeah, it's an OG collection. I got it at a thrift store at like a Goodwill. So I think actually, let's see if you're curious what year it was published. Dun, dun, dun.
It's pretty. I like it.
It is pretty. Yep, it's 1994.
Okay.
And I quite like it because it gives all the poems a lot of space to breathe on the page.
Right.
So it's really easy to read. And even though this is like so nitty gritty, but even though everything is, left aligned, they've still centered the poems. So it's so easy to read. And you can tell you're reading a lot of collections this month because I suddenly have a lot of opinions about these things.
Oh yeah. Awesome. Yeah. And it is, what's it called again? National Poetry Month, as well as National Poetry Writing Month, or NaPoWriMo. So totally.
Oh, I've never heard of it. Is it anachronized like that? NaPoWriMo? That's cool.
Yeah, totally. So that's the equivalent of NaNoWriMo, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not like a camp NaPoWriMo or anything. It's the actual NaPoWriMo and all that. Totally.
Cool.
Come to think of it, I don't think there would be any camps for that. I've never heard of any myself, but maybe prose is just kind of bigger than poetry is. I don't know. Mm-hmm. It's possible, right? But yeah, awesome. We can actually say hi to the lovely folks who have come in here now. Hi, Alexandria, you're first. Rose, hi, you're second. And hi, Grayson, you're third. There could be a bit of a conflict of interest thing going on here, maybe, but it's all good. And hi, Cool Gamer. And hi, Anna. Even Anna's waving to Anna, for Anna's comment.
This is an equal opportunity wave.
Yeah.
Everyone gets one.
Yeah. Oh my. And hi, Cyanide. And hi, Caitlin. How are you? And hi, Mama Maggie. Good to see you. Ooh, Mama Maggie, working on my gargoyle, Shifter Queen, and almost at 25K for Camp Nano.
Wow.
Ooh, that's awesome.
You've written 25K in 15 days?
Yeah.
That's, wow, I'm impressed.
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
And it's even only a camp month too, right? But you are on track.
Mm-hmm.
You are on track for, even 50,000 words for the month. That's awesome. You totally got this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. NaNoWriMo and NaPoWriMo. Would it be NaPoWriMo or NaPoWriMo? Napo. Napo. Yeah. NaPoWriMo. This isn't a riddle stream, I promise.
I always like to giggle.
Grayson sweats nervously.
Yeah, me concerned.
I had me concerned too. Yeah. Mama Maggie, camp allows so much freedom. Right, that's it. Yeah. That a lot write poetry during it, right? Yeah, and I don't know anything about it, but I do know that with camp, it's not like you don't have your structured 50K to write, by the website, is it? Like you can just set your own goal, and
yeah,
that's very much encouraged. And hi, Emmy. And hi, Sasha.
Hi.
Yay. And Sasha, this is for you. I feel like it's becoming kind of my brand at this point to say that. Yay. Yeah, so, I'm thinking we could do 3 25-minute sprints for the stream. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
That'll be a nice even Steven 75 minutes of sprinting for the thing.
Love it.
Awesome. It's agreed then. So, I don't quite have my timer shared yet. Just a sec. I've got it up, but not shared. Oh, totally. Okie dokie. Good luck, everyone. And yay! That's the end of our first 25-minute sprint for the stream. What am I doing here? That's better. How'd you make out?
That was good. I finished the section that I wanted to get through this week, so I just kept reading on into the next one.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I think she's maybe the favorite that I've read so far this month. So yeah, I'm very happy.
I've heard really good things about her.
She's so easy to read and very like musical. I think you would like her, Michael, because she does a lot of like subtle rhyming and like a little bit of wordplay. Kitty!
Yeah, totally. I will read her for sure. She's on the reading list. In fact, even I'd say even that book that you've got there is on my reading list, more specifically, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Totally, and thanks for that.
How about you? What are you working on? I don't know if you got to say earlier.
Yeah. So I'm keeping it chill for the stream. I was actually playing, kind of like for the first half of the sprint, I was reading the chat and commenting and stuff. And then for the second half, I got into some good Octopath Traveler on Switch.
Oh, I haven't heard of that.
Yeah. This is going to sound like a super weird camp goal, if you want to even call it that. But I've been playing this game, Octopath Traveler, for some time now, several months. And I really actually want to finish it this month so that I can just kind of have it finished. Like it's a lot of fun, but I also kind of want to move on from it. And I've been kind of like putting it by the wayside too. So I just want to finish it. And I'm actually close to the end of the game. So I actually, in that sprint, beat a beast. It's called Red Eye.
Oh.
And it's kind of like at least really close to like the most powerful beast in the game. It can turn you to stone just by looking at you. So I actually, I beat Red Eye in that sprint. I guess that's productivity. But yeah, that's about what I did.
Grayson, your cat is so adorable.
Yeah.
That was Norden. I had to hold him for a little bit because he was fighting his older brother over a food bowl. So they each have separate food bowls, but for some reason they decide to team up together on one food bowl. And then when they go to the other one, Norden decides, I don't want to eat with you anymore. I'm going to fight you away.
Yeah.
Oh my. Take note, Anna.
Sounds like a pretty normal sibling relationship.
And when I say fighting, Norden would normally he's a big boy, as you saw, and Dean's really scrawny. So what he does is he just sits on Dean.
It's like a power move.
That does sound like a sibling, like older brother kind of.
Like it's funny, but at nighttime it's horrifying because we'll walk by the bed and I see Norden and it's like, where's Dean? And he's underneath Dean. I have to like lift him up. It's like, stop suffocating your brother. Yeah.
Rescue
like,
mission.
I never asked for this.
I was able to eat my food, and then I had 451 words for that sprint, and then of course breaking up a sibling fight. So that was my sprint.
That's awesome.
Cool. Yeah, I mean the word count alone, I would take it for sure. Awesome. I was so involved in the game, you know. I kind of like I stopped playing with something like 2 minutes to go, a minute to go. And I looked at the chat, and I only then realized how much was going on. I didn't quite have enough time to read it all, but it looks like there's a lot of Devin 75 minutes shenanigans going on. I'm still scrolling up right now. let me see here. Oh my.
Oh, there's a lot in chat. Oh no. Now we're active.
But yeah, totally. Devin has shown up, as I've been saying. Hi, Devin. We have summoned Devin, it seems, somehow, right? Maybe even Devin wouldn't know how, but he's been summoned. Totally. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, Mama Meg, hello, Divine Devin.
Ooh.
Right? I like the way it's like you can spell it like his name, but it also doesn't affect the pronunciation. Like you can still say Divine, right? And look at this. We'll have to make a note of this right here.
Devin, we almost have the same birthday.
Oh, really? My dad's birthday is the 17th of August.
Mine's the 13th.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we've got lots of shenanigans. We'll figure something out, Devin, for sure. Now that the cat is out of the bag, so to speak, maybe as per the discussion. Hi, Barrett. Hey, Barrett, hey, at me. Can't stay, but smash the like button and we'll work a bit to the replay later. Hi. Yeah, I was just quickly looking at your comment just now and then reading it. Ooh, look at this. Mama Maggie, August 14th is a Sunday. That's the best day of the week, I'd say, to have a birthday.
Better
in
than
my
Saturday?
opinion.
Which is what my birthday will be this year, apparently.
Well, I mean, weekend is good. That's totally good,
Yeah,
for sure.
Weekend is always good. Usually my birthday falls on a Monday, which is just really
Oh,
sad.
really? I'd say if not the weekend, then maybe like a Friday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because at least you're like TGIF, and then you can look forward to the weekend. You can even make it a birthday weekend if you want. Rose, that's an anniversary of one of my divorces. I hear you.
New chapters.
Yeah. Devin makes that day even better. Totally. Yeah, we've got lots of ideas here. My eyes are kind of doing the swirlies looking at all these 75s. Ooh, I like this. I like this. Devon, the divination. Am I saying that right? The divination.
I think it was Devonathon, but
Devonathon, sorry.
Pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, I was, sorry, reading that wrong. Not exactly, well, I think it's the first time in my life that I've ever seen that word, so you gotta cut me some slack. I'm learning. And yay. Okay, Alexandria, we need more 75-minute timers.
Agreed.
So an hour and 15 minutes, huh?
Gosh, y'all have way more strength than me.
Off the top of my head, the longest sprint I've ever been in was one of Sid's 1 hour timers, 1 hour sprints. Must have been definitely at least last year. Mm-hmm. It was good. Yeah, I'm here for it. I could even go bigger. I could go 3 hours.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I'm the 25-minute to 30-minute is good.
You know it's a long sprint when the host, right before clicking the button says something like bye. Or like not like, okay, you got this, or good luck or something. Just like bye, or like have a good life,
See you next year.
Yeah. Merry Christmas and Happy Easter and Happy Valentine's Day and happy Thanksgiving, and see you later. See you later in life. Oh my! I cracked myself up. What can I say? Okay, so I've got this now. Hashtag Devinathon. You see, I'm getting better.
Wow.
Oh my. Just a sec here. Rose, Devon, I was on a Twitch stream yesterday and someone had never heard of you. Well, you've everyone's got to start somewhere, right? You pretty much start with the word AuthorTube, I think. Maybe you start with the word YouTube and then you graduate to AuthorTube and then you graduate to Devon. Devon Cutting. It's pretty much how it works.
Bless their hearts.
Yeah. Oh my. Alexandria, we must work hard to spread the word of Devon's playlists. Here. Cast out the heathens and barbarians, shine light on those who know the name, Devon.
Sounded like a poem when you read it, Michael.
Well, we owe that to Alexandria. Thank you. Rose, no, I don't think so. She's a writer, and we explained your system of posting links and playlists. Also, how great you are a moderator. I'm not sure what this is for. Any thoughts?
I think she was just enlightening the person who didn't know who Devon was.
Okay, I see. Got it. Yay. Cyanide, 67 words. That's good. That's really good for sure. You got this. Oh, look at this. Devon, the schedule for Michael's Writeathon next week. Thank you. Yeah, so not this weekend, this Easter weekend that we're already in, but the one after that, the weekend of the 23rd, is actually going to be Writertown Junction, 24 hours. So that's my brand new 24-hour Writeathon. I'm super excited. And I've got my lovely, awesome, amazing 11 hosts lined up for the 11 2-hour blocks, and I'll be a host in the one right in the middle, pretty much. So that'll be 12 straight 2-hour blocks, making the 24 hours. We're going to be going from noon to noon. The Saturday, of course, to the Sunday. You can check my my Instagram actually for details, and also once it's available on my channel, I'll have the playlist that you can just click on, for the Writeathon. And once you click on that, you'll be all set actually, because it'll just take you from one stream to the next when the Writeathon comes. Totally. Yeah, I'm super excited for it though. Yay. And I see Anne messaging me in the 3 Nuts chat. I'll check that out later. Hi, author DL Tillery. Hi, everyone. Just made it. Yay. Nice to see you. Okay, Emmy made over 250 words. Ooh, and dinner, but have to pop out. Wanted to stay longer. Oh, thank you. See you. And I'm also happy you got in some good productivity. Yay. And this is for you, Norden. And Laura's here. Hi.
Hi, Laura.
Nice to see you. And this is for you, Laura. Jenna, the cats are their own brand of children, LOL. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I hear you. And Mama Maggie's got 486 words for the spread.
Nice.
Awesome. Totally.
Just heard a little rare.
Yeah.
They're rolling around on the floor now.
Oh. The plot thickens, huh? Devin, Laura makes timers too. Just saying, yeah. I love Laura's timers. They're awesome. Mama Maggie, I was in a 105-minute sprint. Ooh.
See, if they get too long, then my chaotic brain goes, oh, well, then I have enough time to like go on Instagram for a little bit, and then I can write, and I'll still get words in the sprint. And then I've spent 105 minutes on Instagram. No, just kidding.
Oh my.
But something like that.
This would be a long one, super long one for sure. And Eva's here. Hi. Oh dear. Well, maybe we could do a second sprint, Grayson, so you could look into that a little as necessary.
He does that often. I shouldn't be talking anymore, but I am, because he'll be fine, and then he'll go to the wall, snip it, and just start licking it, and then he'll walk away.
He just had to say that his little brother could not lick that piece of wall in particular. That's his wall.
This part of the wall is my particular spot, just this spot.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Oh, she does. She does.
Kate Kavanaugh rolls a 100-sided die to determine sprint length. Yeah, totally. I've been to the streams before, and you can get like a wide array of numbers, right? And you can get like 2 minutes or something, 2 or 3 minutes even.
Is there such a thing as like a 30 or 40-sided die? I wonder, because that would be fun.
Oh yeah, sure, yeah.
For sprints as well. If you're
there's different ones. And of course, none of my dice are anywhere near me right now. I have to put them up, of course. Where are my dice?
Right, yeah.
Oh, I suppose you could like do 2 D20s and like add them together.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a 100-sided die would be a D100 then? Like, is that how it works? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know anything about D&D. It's super interesting though.
It's so fun for writers.
I do know, I'll shout out Em and Han a bit, Pages and Paladins, because I know that they're planning to kind of have an endeavor that's basically like AuthorTube plays D&D, and they're planning to do streams, AuthorTube streams, and they're going to, kind of like start from the beginning in a sense. So noobs like me who don't know anything can learn, and they'll teach the game, and they'll also play it, and there'll be people, lots of people on screen playing, and people watching and playing in the chat also. It just sounds like a really awesome endeavor. I'm super excited for it. I thought I'd mention it.
Yeah.
That sounds
so that's Pages. Yeah, that's Pages and Paladins. And they also have lots of amazing timers too. Their OG timer is the toast timer, right?
The cinnamon roll timer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll link their channel in the sprint actually, which is just coming up right now also. And this is for you, Grayson's wall, maybe. But actually, Anna, it is 4:09 right now.
Oh yeah, I probably should sign off.
No, yeah. I don't know if maybe you want to even pop out now just to give yourself a bit more time to get set and do whatever it is that you need to do.
Very quick. I'm sorry. I wish I could stay longer.
Time flies when you're having fun, right?
I know, and you definitely took it easy on me this weekend. We didn't have to do a riddle, so I have my sanity going into the weekend, and that's a great feeling.
Wait, is there? Oh my goodness, I don't even know how to say this. Is there like an opposite to like the "I sincerely apologize" thing? Like whatever the opposite would be,
You're sincerely welcome.
Right now. Yeah, I'm saying it right now. It's just I don't know what it is at all because it's not part of my character or anything, but but totally. Yeah. So if you want, you can just pop out at the beginning of the sprint or something.
Sounds good. Thanks for
And
having me, Michael.
yeah, totally. And that's again Anna, my lovely half of my guest hosts, and I've got her linked in the description box below. But yeah, why don't we go ahead then and get into our sprint, and I'll let you pop out. What do I need to? Okay, yeah, everything's good. Everything's under control.
Nice to see you guys.
Yeah,
It's nice to meeting you.
totally. Thank you. See you. Bye-bye. And good luck, everyone. And yay, that's the end of our second 25-minute sprint for the day.
Really quick.
Yeah, it was nice and smooth for me too. How'd you do?
I got 327 words, and I took a couple of emails and got some cat cups.
Ooh, nice, sweet. Very good. I got in a bit of Octopath Traveler. So at this point, I've beaten. So there's a fair amount of cutscenes after beating Red Eye. So I'm still in that, enjoying that right now. Totally. Let me just see here. Yeah, it's a really good game. Octopath Traveler for Switch. Highly recommend it for sure. So we've got some a good resource of a message right here. D&D related. Thanks for that, Mama Maggie. Awesome. And I put Pages and Paladins link for their YouTube channel in the chat also. And JC's here. Hi.
Hey.
Actually, JC, we've still got one 25-minute sprint to go. So I hope you can make good use of that and hang out with us for a bit. We'd love to have you for sure. And Savion is here. Hi. I hope I did say your name right. Do totally correct me if I'm wrong. I really like your name, though, I have to say. Quite unusual, but not too unusual or anything, right? Let me see here. Cyanide. I did nothing but sip my tea and enjoy the fact that I had finally finished this damn chapter I've been working on since the beginning of the month. Awesome. Good for you.
What kind of tea did you have?
Yeah, totally. Do let us know if you like. Good for you, though. Author DL edited 5 pages. Awesome. So
Nice.
Edited about 1,000 words. Ooh. Very good. Very good. Yeah, editing is just so energy consuming, isn't it? It's just so tough. Mentally, spiritually also.
Mm-hmm.
Good for you. Let me see. Casey just popping in to hit the like button. Hi, and leave a comment. Hi, Casey. Nice to see you. Mama Maggie did an editing pass over the 1,800 words I've written this morning. Okay, that's a good idea. It's always good to kind of break up the editing, so you don't have like a whole manuscript to do later, right? Totally. Yeah, I like doing that myself too. I kind of also like to, like, say if I'm drafting, I'm writing my first draft. I do like to get through the whole thing without reading, like rereading anything. But I also, at the same time, really, really see the merit in like getting some editing done first, so that later it's not like, oh my gosh, overwhelming. You have like a whole manuscript to edit. So I don't know.
For this camp, I started from Saturday to Wednesday, I write, and then on Thursday, I read what I've written, and I make little notes of what I want to change. And on Fridays, I do very, very, very light editing, which gives me a break from writing. It allows me to reread. It allows me to do, like I said, very light editing, so I'm not giving myself like stressed out or give myself a headache.
Yeah,
it's been working so far. I like that.
I like that idea because there's a routine there, right? And you're mixing it up, but you're mixing it up in a predictable way. Mm-hmm. So you're not like just kind of getting burned out drafting, and then after that, getting burned out editing. I like that idea. I used to have a friend who was an aspiring concert pianist, and he was a very, very talented, a high-level pianist. And he told me he would, because at that time, anyway, he was studying at a conservatory. And he said he would basically one day spend time learning a new piece. So when he was learning new works, he would spend a day studying a new piece, and then the next day he would okay, so yeah, I'm kind of getting a little ahead of myself, but the next day, so the second day, he would first go over what he learned or studied in the first day. And then he would continue, kind of like in his second half of his day, he would continue with new stuff, like he would move on. And then the next day, so the third day, he would again go over what he learned the second day first. And then for the second half of his day, say starting in the afternoon or something, he'd, again, get into new material, kind of like turn the page, learn some more sheet music. But I thought that was a good idea, kind of like what you're saying. Your approach is kind of just reminds me of that, kind of like a mix of like always like moving forward, but also always kind of like strengthening what you got. And yeah,
cool.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Let me see here. Alexandria, I was falling asleep the whole time. I need a nap. Oh, yeah. You could take a nap for sure in our third sprint. I would endorse that for sure. Ooh, Devin Savian will be streaming later today too. Awesome.
Savian.
Mm-hmm.
I believe.
Are you?
I know he mentioned it somewhere. I saw a comment where he actually mentioned.
Yeah, I think it's at me, it's Savian. Yeah, totally Savian. But you can just call me Say if it's easier. LOL. Awesome. I like your name though. Thank you though. Let me just see here. Yeah, so this is good to know, Devin. Totally, thanks. Mama Maggie, hello, JC and DL. Hope your writing is going well. Ooh. Excellent. Thank you, Devin. Casey, I am not being productive at all. LOL. Oops. Instead, I'm going to watch some Critical Role. Okay, so I do know that that's a show. I think it's on Netflix, isn't it? Is it on Netflix?
They stream on Twitch, I believe.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's a D&D group.
Yeah, because I was just going to say, I thought it was a show that was based on D&D, but it's not. Like it's a channel.
If they have a Netflix thing, I never heard of. I do know they are their own Netflix, not Netflix, but I do know Twitch.
Right. Okay. Yeah, but I did know they were. I was just going to say they are D&D.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. And this is for you, Devin. Mama Maggie, I decided my Gargoyle Queen's mother would die in the Abbey where she was hatched because the other scenario just seemed too gruesome. Okay. I hear you. Too gruesome is too gruesome, I suppose. And this is for you, Grayson. I second this sentiment. I may just have to incorporate, like kind of have an approach like that for myself in these coming months.
Honestly, it feels good because I've been a lot less stressed out with this.
Yeah. Yeah, and I like the routine aspect of it. Like your mind knows what to expect after a couple of weeks of doing it that way, you know. And that's always what's best, you know, like having that routine where it's like either your body, your mind, your spirit, or all three, or whatever it may be, knows what to expect, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yay. Oh, look at this cyanide, vervain and orange blossom for the tea.
Orange blossom sounds delicious.
I would really like to try that myself.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds interesting. And this is for you, Mama Maggie. Yeah, okay. We've got some good conversation going here for sure. Yay. Let me see here. Casey, I'm watching them actually play the game. It is a YouTube channel. Okay, okay. The Amazon Prime show is based on their channel. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Yeah, because I think it was Danny who was telling me about the show, the Amazon Prime show, and I just mixed it up. I said it was on Netflix. My apologies. Yes. Mama Maggie, doing the light edit really helps me. Yeah, totally. Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say something about like music. This just also came to me like like when I'm drafting, I can definitely listen to music and I like doing it. When I'm reading, like what I'm reading in general, like when I'm reading a book or I'm reading like my draft or something, I don't like to listen to music just because for me, the reading is like a constant kind of attention thing. And I kind of don't really like to sort of be doing two things at once. With the writing, it's kind of like you're kind of like in and out of the writing and in your mind, like even like as you're literally typing, you're not always typing. And then I like just having the music there, you know, for while you're going in and out of the writing in your mind like that. For editing, I'm not really sure. Editing is kind of tough for me. Like, can I listen to music while I'm editing? I think I kind of can, like, but it's like normally I think I wouldn't want to do it because it would kind of stress me out a little having kind of like two things going on at once. But I'd say also like if the sort of like the stars were aligned or something for the evening, let's say, and I was feeling pretty good, yeah, I could have some music on while I was editing and it would work. I don't know.
For me, it depends on if I'm alone or not. If I'm editing by myself, I might have some light music going on, some lo-fi, because there's no words. If it's just music by itself, I'm fine. I usually have it low anyway, but usually when I'm editing, especially with light edits, I usually have someone on with me, and we're usually doing that together or something like that. So we're usually talking. There's no time for music. It's just us getting this editing and then talking it out. But by myself, just a little bit, just a tiny bit. But definitely not for reading. Definitely not for reading, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear you. And everyone's different. I know there are a lot of people who like to listen to music while reading. I guess it also depends on the music, right? And like you were saying, like words versus no words. But yeah. Totally. Casey, I was watching the YouTube campaign before I watched the Prime show. Yeah, I can feel like my interest in D&D brewing. Like I can feel this is going to be a thing for me. Like, 2023, this is going to be a thing. I can feel it.
As it should be.
Yeah, I mean, a tabletop role-playing game you can play with your good friends. I mean, how can you go wrong, right?
Exactly.
Sounds pretty sweet to me. Well, with that, why don't we get into a third and final sprint then?
That works.
Indeed. Oops. Good luck, everyone. Yay! And yay! Sorry I'm a bit late, but that's the end of our third and final 25-minute sprint. How'd you make out, Grayson?
I ended up playing some Pokemon, to be honest.
Ah, you mean like on Switch?
Mm-hmm. I have a Pokemon Shield. I forgot that I had it, and I never
Sweet.
finished it, so I started playing it again.
Okay, awesome. It's a Switch kind of day, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Apparently.
What about you?
Yeah. Yeah, actually, for that sprint, I was watching Becca and Cache on their stream. Totally, yeah. And they're in a sprint now, so it works out pretty good for timing.
Nice.
Yeah. Indeed. Let me just see here. Yeah. Casey, I have no friends, so I can't play in real life. LOL. Yeah, so Casey, totally stay tuned on, like I was saying earlier, the YouTube channel Pages and Paladins, because that's what they're at least planning to get into. Like live streams, playing D&D AuthorTube style. So totally. Yeah. Yay, says Alexandria. Devin, I made the supper. Devin, I ate the supper. I hear you, Devin. JC, let me see what game I can dig up on Switch to play. Totally. Yeah, we've gotten to the point now where there's just like a really good library of games for the system, Totally.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, in a way, let's face it, right? Like a console is about the games, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Also, a good sitting down and getting cozy with the Switch after doing a couple of sprints feels really good.
Totally, yeah. Actually, I have a bit of a question for you, Grayson. Do you play handheld like all the time, or do you mix it up? Do you switch it up?
And I shouldn't have laughed at that.
I kind of got you, didn't I?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do switch it up. I have we have Xboxes and PlayStations in the living room. We have PlayStation 2, 4, and 5 in the living room. Then 2 different Xboxes. In here, this is the office. We have some gaming PCs, and then of course everyone in here has a Switch. So
right.
So we mix it up quite a bit.
And I remember you telling me you've got the Animal Crossing Switch, right?
Mm-hmm. Actually, no, my partner Tia does. She got that, and we shared that for a little bit. And then I got my own, which I had the full covers on, but Norton took off the side pieces.
Oh my!
I don't know why, but he took them and hid them under the cat bed. So yeah, I have to keep putting them on again. But yeah, we each have. There's 3 people in this house, so we each have our own Switches.
I hear you. Yeah, I guess I've got the the normal standard gray one. I know there's also like the red and blue one that's also like very much a standard. But
that's what I have.
Yeah.
But
I've got the
to protect it.
Right. Yeah, I've got the whatever you call it, just the maybe more standard all gray one, I guess. Yeah.
All Gray one was all out for me. I couldn't get that one. I'd rather have that one because I didn't want like this to rub off or to come off or something. So I rather would have had all black, but they were out, so I had no choice but to get the blue.
Yeah, I hear you. Totally. Yeah, some sweet Switch discourse. Oh, and I've just like that kind of lost my spot. Mama Maggie, 442 of the uncle of my queen slaying the Teutonic knights who killed their clan. Oh my goodness, by sinking their ship in the Atlantic. Now that's a comment right there. Ooh, look at this. DL edited 4 more pages.
Nice.
Yay. Awesome. Good work. And for a Friday, no less, too. JC, I did some social media stuff for the win, totally. Okay, Cyanide, I started a new chapter and wrote 60 words. The beginning is always difficult. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. You want to get those first couple sentences just right. Like even like just the first sentence, And I at least always want to make sure I get it just right. Totally.
Oh, yeah. I don't know why that's such a struggle. Like once I get the sentence, I'm good. I can just continue writing. But when it's blank, it's like what? It has to be perfect. It has to be something,
Yeah, totally. I hear you. Let me see here. DL, I'm the big gamer. I have over 700 physical games. That's awesome.
Nice.
Wow. That is a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Good for you. Yeah, back in the day when I was young, I had a lot of games. Actually, for Switch, I confess I only have Zelda Breath of the Wild and Octopath Traveler. But just those 2 games have been keeping me quite busy for like 2 years now, or maybe even a bit longer.
They're big games.
Yeah. I got my Switch in fall of 2020, I want to say. I think that's right. Yeah, because just this past fall, I think it was like a year. So yeah. Yeah. But yeah, you're right. I mean, Octopath Traveler is a big game, no doubt. But Zelda Breath of the Wild is just crazy. It's just crazy big. It's like, like 600-700 hours kind of big.
I swear Zelda just gets better and better. Like it was already an amazing game, but every time it just gets better, and I love that.
Yeah, I mean, I've said like even here on AuthorTube a number of times already. I think, like in my opinion, Zelda Breath of the Wild is the greatest video game ever made. Like that's my personal opinion, but I think it's not just one of the greatest. Like I think it is the greatest of all time. Yeah, I mean, I'm not entirely sure if it's my personal favorite of all time. It's definitely way up there, like at least number 2 or 3. But just for acknowledgement, just for sort of being scholarly about it, like I just feel like it is the greatest. And I of course, I totally dig it too. Like it's for like my actual favorites list, like it's at least 2 or 3 on the list. Of all time, totally.
What was your first game, your first video game? I'm curious.
My first? Like that I ever played, you mean? Or my first video game I ever played, that would be something on my old Atari, which was from before the NES. So like Asteroids or Pac-Man or something like that. I remember when the NES was new, in about 85, 86 or something. And by the time my sister and I got ours, we already knew how to play Super Mario Brothers really well. We were like pretty much pros because we'd been to like our friends' houses and stuff like that. So yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, actually, we had the Atari first. We must have got it when like I was very young, because I don't even remember when it was new. I don't remember like that system being new. It was just kind of there, and then I started playing it. But I remember the day we got the NES, and we had Super Mario Brothers and Simon's Quest. Those two games. So Simon's Quest, that was like Castlevania 2. And so, yeah, we'd never played Simon's Quest before. So that was totally new and exciting for us. But we were like these young kids, but we thought we were like pros at like Super Mario Brothers. And, you know, to be fair, we probably quite were, but yeah, totally. And I also remember when we got on the Atari, we got, gosh, what was it even called? I think it was called Galaga or something. I don't quite remember the name. But that, like, we got that a bit later, like when we already had the Atari for a little bit. So I actually do remember getting that game. I remember when it was new. And you would be like at the bottom and you would shoot like upwards, right? Like at all the stuff at the top of the screen, and you'd move like left and right and shoot like that. I think it was called Galaga or something, but yeah.
See, mine was backwards. I was introduced to video games way later, so my very first game that I played was Resident Evil, the original Resident
Evil. Oh yeah, like in the mansion, right?
Oh yeah. And my brother was playing. Hey, you want to play with me? And I'm like, I don't really like games. He goes, I think you'll like this. And I was I'm still a big scared guy. Horror, I love horror. It freaks me out, but I still love it. So I sat down, started watching, and that very classic zombie scene that we know that's a classic now was like, what? It blew my mind. I was like, I didn't know video games could be like this. So we sat down and we were like in that game, and my mom was like turning off the PlayStation while we were sleeping. Like we had fans turned on it because it was getting hot.
Yeah.
So we literally camped out in the living room for the summer playing Resident Evil, trying to beat it. We had like notebooks and pens because you know the puzzles on there. We tried to write down like this is the puzzle. We were out. That was
I hear you. Yeah. Yeah, I did see that game and I played a bit of it, but I never I didn't have it, right? So I didn't really play it. Resident Evil, the whole Resident Evil experience for me started with Resident Evil 4, actually.
Ooh,
which
nice.
Which I thought was a really good game, certainly for the time. That came out in 2004, and I think it was 2006 when my sister and I were playing it, and she basically introduced it to me. And yeah, I think I've played every one since then, except the new one, the Village one. I haven't played, and I haven't played. Yeah, I haven't played the remake of number 3 either.
They did really good with the remake. It's done well.
But besides that, at least for like the main titles, like I'm not sure if there's spin-offs or anything, but at least for the main titles, I played them all. So I played like 4, 5, 6. 7 is the first-person shooter one, right? That's super scary, super duper scary. I played that one.
I like to pretend 5 and 6 don't exist.
Sorry?
I like to pretend 5 and 6 don't exist. I don't like 5 and 6. I don't.
Oh yeah?
I can't.
5 and actually, I remember at the time 6 was quite kind of like polarizing. A lot of people were saying, "Oh, like they're going like too arcadey action kind of style, you know, and moving away from their horror roots." I kind of I remember with 6 I wasn't quite digging it, and then I really got kind of late game, and I think there's like a whole there's a bunch of like different perspectives or whatever roles like that you play. And then when I got like really deep into it and I'd like play through like basically all of the roles, it kind of felt like it came full circle to me, and I kind of got it. And I thought, okay, I get this. Like I see what they're going for with this. It's really ambitious. But you know, like I see, like I could respect what they were going for, and I did quite like it myself. I liked the action. Yeah, 5 was, I liked 5. And yeah, so I've played all those, and Resident Evil 2 Remake. Yeah. And yeah, I guess that's about it. But I like those games.
They did pretty good. With most of all, I say most of all the games. The last two, 7 and 8, I have to kind of see it not as Resident Evil because it just doesn't feel like Resident Evil anymore. It really doesn't.
Yeah,
but they're still fun to play. I just pretend they're not Resident Evil.
So you would rather Resident Evil like stay sort of like third person or like half third person as opposed to first person? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel that way too. Like the first person kind of thing for Resident Evil for me, like it's okay, but I'd rather it be like the kind of like the older way of doing it.
Yeah, because even with third person, they had such a limited view, and that to me brought the horror because you wanted to fully see behind yourself to see what was happening, but you couldn't. And the way they had the way they held the camera was challenging, and it made you run a certain way and carry yourself a certain way. But with first person, it's just don't like it.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, I wish I'd be all for them going back to like the third person kind of approach, or you know, like that, I don't know, like half third person approach. It's kind of like you don't move, or do you move the camera independently of the character, or independently of moving the character, or is it kind of like a thing where it's like you move the camera but you're always kind of looking over the shoulder of the character, you know what I mean? Like no, actually I think like Resident Evil 2 Remake at least was like a true third person thing. Like you could use the left joystick to move the character and then the right joystick to move all around, like move the camera around all around. And that's the way I would, yeah, that's the way I would like it. Resident Evil, at least personally, but yeah, that's what my vote's for. Hi, Nina. I saw the stream on Devin's channel about 4 seconds before the sprint ended, so I arrived. Hi. We're actually just about wrapping up at this point, but nice to have you. And I know this is, 15 minutes ago, actually, this comment. DL, love the Switch. I have about 35 or 40 games for it. Ooh, yeah, nice. I hear you. JC, I need to get a PlayStation because I miss playing Assassin's Creed. Okay, I hear you. Yeah, that's another. Oh, really? Huh? I didn't. I didn't know that. Yeah, that's another big discussion, right? Assassin's Creed. Awesome. Mama Maggie, I love the Assassin's Creed world building, but the last 2 have been very disappointing. Yeah, they've changed kind of like they've changed their direction, right? There's a different whole sort of philosophy now for the franchise.
I like the way they're going. The way they're handling the protections not well. Valhalla, we got the special edition, but it's so glitchy that trying to play is not even worth it.
Oh, yeah.
The world building.
Yeah, actually, I kind of, for my part, felt the difference really, like the change in the franchise, again, at least to me, really happened when they got to Assassin's Creed 3. Because there was Assassin's Creed, and then Assassin's Creed 2 was like Assassin's Creed, but better, because they just addressed certain things and they just made it better. And it was a really good game, I thought. And then when 3 came along, it was like a bit of an oddball. And, you know, I kind of feel like, even though I haven't really played anything since then, I kind of feel like maybe that's where the direction skewed somewhere else for the franchise. Maybe like more, it became more kind of like profit oriented, as opposed to like, let's make the best game we can kind of oriented. But
yeah, I feel like they went back to great quality. Like now they're starting to do like certain cultures. Like they started with Africa and they did really good with that. Like they did amazing with Africa. And they went to Greece and it felt slightly rushed, but still pretty good. And now, like I said, they're doing Valhalla and it's just, it feels rushed. It feels absolutely rushed. And I was like, why?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I hear you. Mama Maggie, my middle and youngest, raced to see who could finish Breath of the Wild the fastest. Oh my.
Who won?
Oh, look at this. DL, big long life Zelda fan. Yay. Breath of the Wild is awesome. I concur. Oh yeah, I totally love the design, the art design, the presentation, everything.
I love playing Organjo in class. That was so fun.
Oh, I think I'm quite behind here. Look at this. You know, Eva, I don't think, I don't think I've played any of these 3. Definitely heard about Frogger. Yeah. I don't know if I mentioned Asteroids. I had that one also. I think I did. Yeah. I had like the F1 pole position, but it was just the demo game. So you'd be like racing your little heart out, and then all of a sudden it just stop and freeze and say game over. And you'd be like, what? I was too young to understand like what that meant, what a demo game was. It would just be like, you'd always just be racing along, and then it would just suddenly stop and say game over. Like, what have I done? What have I done wrong?
We had the Olympic Games on a Nintendo.
Oh, yeah.
It was either Nintendo or Super Nintendo with a big playmat that you can stand on. And our favorite was track and field. We actually had to run and time your running with the character. And my mom let us play that repeatedly. And I was like, man, you were so cool for letting us play it so much. She was like, yeah, because when y'all were done, you were tired and you needed a nap. So
works out for her, huh?
It was like amazing.
A win-win.
Right. I was like, they need to bring that back. I would love to play that. Best way to get in shape.
That's funny.
Frogger's fun.
JC, yes or no, Frogger too? At Eva. Eva, original PlayStation Resident Evil. I had to play with all the lights on, free to be out. LOL. It's a classic though now, for sure. And like you can't move I think as you were saying, you can't move the camera, right? So it's like you've got your room in your if you're in a room in the mansion, you just can't move the camera. And yeah, it's like part of like that classic formula now where you can't see stuff. And yeah.
Oh yeah. They did it so well too.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, I might play it one day, Resident Evil. So DL, yes, the classics. I played all those oldies. I was like 4 or 5 when I started playing. So like 1988, 89, and the rest is history. Gamer for life. Yeah, I'm a gamer for life myself too, I have to say. Look at this. Oh my. Eva, the Atari I had was secondhand and was already outdated when I had one. Nintendo was out. Okay. Nintendo I played with a much older sibling. Okay. Yeah, that tracks. My first console I owned for real was the first PlayStation. Yeah. And the first PlayStation, that'd be like what, 90, like late 90s? 97, something like that? Yeah, I would think. I remember thinking like actual like discs, like CDs, like for games. Oh my God, this is so space age. Like no like game packs, or cartridges. Yeah. DL, I have all the Resident Evils. Ooh, great series. It's changed up a bit now. I don't care for the 7 to 8 because first person switch over, right? Yeah. Yeah. I hear you. I'm with you on that one. Eva, I started PC gaming around 2004. Okay, and ever since I've had very little interest in console gaming. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're kind of like one or the other, right? I know there's a lot of people who are diehard PC gamers, and they keep their gaming rigs all nice and up to snuff, technology wise, power wise, all of that. And yeah, I've never actually been like I've just had like back in the day when computers were, like ancient compared to now. I just had a good taste of PC gaming, but I've just kind of ended up going the consoles route myself. DL, I love 5 and 6. Okay, I cannot stand 7 to 8. 7 and 8. I hear you.
Understandable.
JC, that's what I really miss. Going to the arcades with my friends and actually playing the arcade games for hours or until all the quarters ran out. LOL. Yeah, I remember the arcades. And they were still around I guess they're not so much around now, I'd say, at least in my neck of the woods. But for years and years, even like with video games getting bigger and bigger, there were still arcades. Like you could still go to the shopping mall and go to the arcade.
I think the closest arcade here is Dave and Buster's, and it's like they say family style arcade, but it's pretty much more geared towards adults. It's the adult version of Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh right, yeah, yeah. I was just thinking a bit about Chuck E. Cheese also, just as per the discussion. I hear you. Eva, there's a place here with arcade games, but it's not the same once you realize those prices for 10K tickets cost like $8 at the store. Oh my.
At that point, it's really about pride though, because it's like, look how much you can just to get that prize.
Let me see here. Mama Maggie, 357 words today, and now the chapter is going on to ink it. Awesome. Very good. Nice. I'm proud of you. Good work. And Mama Maggie, this is for you.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this. We have an update. Oh, that's impressive. Yeah. We've got lots of good conversation going here. DL, one of my favorite old games was Ultimate Quest of the Avatar on NES. It was awesome. I never played this for sure, but I think I've heard of it. Yeah.
One of my favorites to watch was Earthbound. I never got to play Earthbound when I was younger, but I had a friend who played, and I was obsessed. But now they did release it. Mm-hmm. You can now play it on Switch, so I'm just now experiencing Earthbound for the first time. It's amazing. I highly recommend.
I really liked Earthbound. I remember that game. I didn't actually have it, but I think that what I did was like I rented it like back to back like 3 times or something. Yeah, that was a really good game. Yeah, totally.
I didn't. understand
go ahead.
references when I was younger, but now that I'm older, I understand all the references. And it's like I never would have understood this as a kid. So I'm so glad I'm able to play it now.
Yeah, I hear you. And you could play it like with one hand. It was designed so you could play it with like just your left hand. Did you know that?
Mhm.
Like with the SNES controller. And that was kind of like a thing, like a marketing thing. And you could like snack or something with your other hand.
Oh, yeah.
Cyanide, I'll have to leave you. It's almost midnight here. Ooh. Have a good day, evening, depending on where you are. Thank you. See you. We've got an update here from Eva. Okay. Oh my, look at this.
Oh.
I'm sorry. That sucks. That really does.
Yes.
JC, now it's called Dave and Buster's, but it's not really the same thing. That's what you were talking about, right?
Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna lie, I really do love Dave and Buster's. It is dangerous though.
Yeah, it's not a thing around here, unfortunately. Okay, Mama Maggie. Meow Wolf is an arcade for adults. Drinks and games gets expensive fast. I hear you. Look at this.
Oh no, no quarters. You're taking your credit card and you're going crazy.
Oh my. Eva, the one here is Edison's. Okay. I went to Chuck E. Cheese for the first time in 2019. 2020 came, and I'll never go back. Ooh. Mama Maggie. Mama Maggie, I'm heading out, having date night, and there is cheesecake calling my name. Ooh. Be blessed and happy weekend. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Mama Maggie. See you. And have a great Easter weekend yourself. Let me see here. Eva, I have to I have to head back to shelf construction, updating the home library. Ooh. And also tacos for dinner. Great chats. Thanks for the sprints too. Ooh. Yay.
I'm jealous.
Totally, Eva. Well, with that, we've gotten in our 3 sprints. Yeah, we've also gotten in some really good video games discourse, I'd say, right? So yeah, I know that it is getting into the evening at this point, at least Eastern time. So I think we ought to just about call it a stream at that, huh?
Absolutely.
Actually, if you still want to sprint some more, get in some more sprints, Devin's got his playlist right here for you to click on. Totally. Yeah, thanks, Devin. Yeah, I think that's about it. Actually, I just want to mention something that's kind of like a housekeeping thing. So not this weekend we're in right now, the Easter weekend, but the next. It's going to be the weekend of my 24-hour Writeathon. Brand spanking new. It's called Writertown Junction, 24 hours. And I just want to mention that also because next Friday, so exactly a week from now, I'm not actually going to be streaming because of the event. And Also because I'll be actually doing 3 streams myself during the event. So, yeah. But just so you know, no stream, no sort of normal stream next week. But I'll be back the Friday after that, and that one will be a riddle stream for sure. So yeah. And my lovely guest hosts for the week have been Grayson and Anna, and I've got them both linked in the description box below. Yeah, so I guess, what do you think, Grayson? Shall we just about call it a stream at that then?
Sure.
Sounds like a plan. Thanks, bundles and bunches. Bye-bye.
Bye, y'all.
Keep waving, my friend. I'm not doing this on purpose. Not a chance. Not a chance in the world.